Welcome back, my new or existing work from homers. This is Shortcut Sherry, and I'm here to share with you some of my tips and tricks for working from home. If OneDrive is new to you, there's a couple of tricks I'd like to share with you. We may have instances right now where the internet is extremely slow, and it's already happening for me. I'm sure it's happening for you. Everybody's working remote. All of the kids are doing school remote, and we're all streaming everything on the internet because we're doing our binge watching, right? That's going to kill our productivity. So sometimes it's easier to have local content on our computer that we can work on and not have to require internet access. Or I might be out on my back deck and the signal out there ain't all that great, but it's going to be outside and in the sunshine, and I get to enjoy that as well. It's one of the benefits of working from home. So how do we ensure we have access to our content no matter where we are? In your OneDrive, and also if you're working with SharePoint, this works the same way because OneDrive is SharePoint, people. I've been a SharePoint girl forever, and before it was even called SharePoint. And the fact that everybody's embracing OneDrive and Teams now, and they've been poo-pooing SharePoint all these years, I'm like, oh, suck it, people. It's SharePoint. So let me show you a trick. Regardless of where you're storing your files, whether it's in Teams, whether it's in SharePoint, or whether it's in OneDrive, you have the ability to sync that content to your local computer. Let me show you what my File Explorer looks like first. I'm going to use my Windows shortcut of Window and E. That brings up File Explorer. You could also go to the Start menu and select My Computer, or you can use the little file on your taskbar. However you get to your Explorer window is up to you. Of course, being Shortcut Sherry, I like to have my shortcuts. All right, the first thing it's going to ask me to do is sign into OneDrive to get my cloud storage. I'm going to leave that for now because I want to show you here. OneDrive is over here on the left-hand side, but it doesn't have anything in it yet. I also want to show you under this PC, on the C drive, you have a user's option, and each user on your computer has its own set of storage. So if I were to go look here and you see all my profiles, remember I have lots of other people that I do work for. So these are my accounts, how I log in and log out. Each person has their own individual storage. Okay, so just tuck that away for a second. Now if I want to have content on my local computer, I'm going to just choose this sync option at the top. If you don't see it, it could be because you potentially have a file selected, and then it changes the ribbon at the top, so you're not seeing that option. So just click any in the white space, and then choose the option to sync. It's trying to open OneDrive. I'm going to click Open here. The first time you do this, it might want you to log in using your email account. It recognized, it was kind of grayed out there. Sorry, I skipped by it pretty fast. It recognized because I have single sign-on my computer. I've created that profile. It knows who I am. Look where it's saving these files. See users Karen Berg OneDrive-Contoso. Keep in mind again, Contoso is because that's the company I work for. Yours will probably say your company name. Then click Next. Now, it says change location. I've seen people try to put this on an external drive. Not a good idea. Just leave it alone right there. Click Next. And then click Next again. Now, this is kind of giving you a little tutorial of what you do. So this is how we share our files and folders. It gives you an idea of these little icons, and I'll show this to you here in just a second. So our options for our files are online only. These files don't take up space on this device, and they download when you use them. This is called Files on Demand. On this device, when you open a file, it downloads to your device so that you can edit it while you're offline. So for me, I work on airplanes a lot, and this is a godsend for me. And then always available. This means that it's on your computer and that it still synchronizes back to the cloud. It tells you to make sure it's always available by right-clicking the file and selecting Always Keep this file on this device. Let's click Next. Now, if you'd like to add OneDrive to your mobile app, you need access to your files from your phone, you could get the link sent to your phone if you want to. I'll say later. And then open my OneDrive folder. I'm back in File Explorer again. It's letting me know I'm now syncing my OneDrive. And now here where I have OneDrive Contoso, so it's synchronizing OneDrive, it knows my company. I'm going to expand that. See the BI documents, Contoso dashboard, the marketing dashboard, and the Portland Tech Conference. The exact same files that I have over here in the browser. This is now all synchronizing to my OneDrive. Now, those little icons that we just saw, here are those again. Now, if you take your entire network drive and then synchronize it all to your computer, remember you have a terabyte of storage in the cloud in Office 365. Most likely you do not have a terabyte of storage on your computer. So what did you just do to yourself? I'm going to right click here and do properties on my C drive. So you can see this is how much of my C drive is being taken up right now. 92 gigs are available. If I have a terabyte of storage, this one is going to get full pretty fast, right? That's 1,000 gigs, by the way. This isn't even a tenth of that. Okay, so what do? We can do what's called Selective Sync. Selective Sync lets you choose just the files that you want to work on your computer when you need them. So for example, if I'm working on the Portland Tech Conference and I always want to have those files available, I'm just going to sync that folder. These BI documents are used to feed Power BI dashboards. I never am going to use those on my local computer. I don't need those. Here are a couple other dashboards. So these three options I don't need on my local computer. So in Selective Sync, you have a couple of options. The first one is to go to the little blue cloud down here on your taskbar, right-click it, and choose Settings. And then from here you can choose which folders that you want to sync to your computer. The other option is in File Explorer to right-click on the OneDrive Contoso option and choose the settings from here. So I'm going to choose the folders that I want. I don't need those dashboard ones. So it's letting me know it's hiding them on my computer, but it's not doing anything to those in the cloud. I'm going to take out the BI documents and the marketing dashboard. The Portland conference I'm working on all the time. I'm going to click that. And notice in my Explorer window, those three folders are gone now. Now my other option here is files not in a folder. That's all of these that are not in a folder. So if I wanted to organize these a little bit, let's go ahead and do that. This is, remember, on my computer, on the C users Karen folder. I'm going to create a new folder here called the M400 project. And all of these items that belong to that M400 project, I'm just going to drag in here. Let's see, do we have any more? I think I got them all. Okay, so M400 project, new folder, right? What did that do out on the web? I have a new folder here called the M400 project. Everything that I do on my local drive syncs to my web drive. Perfect, right? Except, so let's just say you start getting some nastygrams from your computer that your hard drive's getting full, right? This is a tendency people have. They'll go into their Explorer and say, oh, I'm not working on this one anymore. I'm just going to delete that. It's letting you know deleting an online folder permanently removes it from your PC without sending it to the recycle bin. So this is not on the recycle bin on your computer anymore. So I'm going to click yes. I'm going to refresh here. What did that do? Do you see it's gone? So the inverse is true. If you delete it on your computer, you just deleted it on your OneDrive as well. It synchronizes everything you do. So that's where the recycle bin comes into play. So the recycle bin, even though I deleted it on my computer and it's not in that recycle bin, it is on the recycle bin in my OneDrive. So I'm going to restore that back. So keep in mind, everything you do synchronizes both ways. So let's just say I'm done working on that Portland Tech Conference. I don't need those on my computer anymore, but I still need to keep them in my OneDrive. Instead of deleting it, I'm going to go to Choose Folders. I'm going to deselect that file and then click OK. And now it's no longer going to be in my OneDrive on my computer. The nice thing about it, I can create a new file here. If I create a new one, let's say I need a new Word document, it's going to be a proposal. And I'm doing this on my deck. I don't have any internet access. I'm just working from my deck. Guess what? I'm going to go back to my OneDrive. And guess what? There's the new proposal. So OneDrive and Selective Sync can be your best friend when you're working from home and you need access to your content. No more network dives required. Thanks for watching. I'm Shortcut Sherry, and it's my job to make your job easier.